right, Ryan Wilson here, come home third. Still can't hear over this PA here, but anyways, man, looked like you had a really good run. You led some laps out there out front, you know, and then you and Pulliam seemed like maybe you guys got together or something over there. Take us through your race, man.
Yeah, we had a really good car. There at the end, we just got a little bit loose, and I was driving it for all I had. Every one of us were a little bit ill-handled there at the end, and we were driving it as hard as we could. So congrats to Lee on the win. Dan run a good race also. Actually, down here we didn't get into each other at all. He passed me and drove in and got sideways, and then I passed him back and I drove in one and I got sideways. So I don't think we ever hit each other. Just good hard racing between all of us, and hopefully it was a pretty good show for the fans, especially with the green-white checker there at the end.
What are you gonna do for the second race, man, to get a little bit better?
We're just gonna look at the tires and see what we can do. Is see how much tire we have left. Honestly, I've used that right rear a pretty good amount there towards the end. So work on the tires a little bit, maybe tighten it up, and I'm not sure where we're gonna start for the next one. It'll be pretty deep, but I think we definitely have a good car tonight. We definitely have something we can compete with. I'm not 100% sure if we can get back up and win, but just want to thank all these guys for all their help tonight. We had a pretty decent car, I'd say.
All right, Dan Moore came home second here today, man. Got out front, led some laps there, had a good battle with Lee Pulliam. Take us through your race, man.
Well, yeah, the car was so good at the beginning. We just left it out there, and had to pass a couple there early, but like I said, the car was good. There towards the end, had that car and had a problem. So we bunched us up. Lee went to the outside. I pulled him for a little bit, but he got under me and got by me. And but we raced side by side a little bit, and then we had another caution. I went to the outside of him, and actually that the last lap got my nose up under him, but I just couldn't follow through down here on the other turn. And but you know, Lee's #1 right now, so it don't make me feel too bad finishing #2.
50-lap feature tonight. He's got another shot at another 50-lap feature.
All right, Lee Pulliam here. Can't hardly hear over the PA here, but that's all right. Lee Pulliam, man, you started 6th here tonight, won the pole here at Caraway. Man, you probably couldn't have scripted this any better, could you?
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, we had a good race car. We got up to second there, run, and the car pushed up a little bit, and I knocked the fence down coming out of 4, and I got a little bit worried about it then. I think I bent this spindle probably in the rear end, so just had to get up on the wheel. Got fortunate the caution come out. Dan Moore had a really good ride tonight, and you know, just raced hard with him. You know, he had a good piece, and battled back and forth, and that caution on the last lap kind of worried me a little bit, but just had to get a good restart and protect it getting into 1.
Well, you said you may have hurt the rear end there a little bit. What's that mean for the second race?
I don't know. We're just going to check it all out in the pits. I hit the wall pretty hard, so we'll see how it is.
All right, Lee Pulliam here, obviously dejected, and over here to the other side you see his car pretty well tore up, man. The crew over there trying to work on it, trying to get it loaded, man. You got to be, you know, tough to end it this way, man. You know, you and Ryan Wilson were battling there. You know, it's been like the 24 hours of, you know, Caraway Speedway here in this last race. They black flagged you. I don't remember what lap, but they black flagged you for beating Ryan Wilson to the line, or the Mac Little to the line rather. And then, man, you charged back. We stayed on lap 47 for 2.5 hours, and here we are on lap 48, and the race is still not over with, and your car's trashed.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. You know, it was good to get that first win, and the second race, you know, I felt like we had the car to beat, and I didn't realize they had a deal where you couldn't beat the leader back to the line. Everywhere we race, they don't have that deal, and that was my screw up. I guess that's the rule they've got here, and they put us back and didn't give up, kept running, and kept going and passing cars. Had a really fast race car. And Ryan Wilson, he just he had run out of talent. He wants to win a race. I know he wants to win a race, and I guess he's doing everything he can to win it. And you know, if that's what he had to do, that's what he had to do. But it is what it is. We'll fix the race car. We'll come back and come wear them out again.
Well, man, I mean, you know, it's how embarrassing is it to be involved in something like this, where, you know, everybody out there, everybody in the stands thinks that they were trying to keep the laps going, because we stayed on lap 47. We bounced back and forth in the 30s and laps, making sure, you know, it looked like they were trying to make sure that you got back to the lead. Then, obviously, who knows what the heck's going on, but how embarrassing is it to be involved in something like this?
I don't know. I kept wondering why we kept going back. Every time caution come out, we complete a lap, and they put us back 3 or 4 spots. So I felt like I took 3rd place umpteen times and took 2nd place at least 10, but just kept going back, and it is what it is. It's disappointing, but we did get 1 win, and got to thank the racetrack for trying to help us get a race in. Rained out yesterday, so got to thank them for making it up today.
Well, what do you got to do now? I mean, I know you got Motor Mile next weekend. Kingsport's got a big race. I don't know, where are you going to go now and try to gain more points?
First thing I got to do is put a front clip on it.
I'm pretty mad right now, so I don't know if you want to do this or not.
Robert Tyler, man, coming home. I guess you came home 5th, man. Kind of a crazy race for you. Crazy race for everybody. Looked like we run about 80 laps, actual green flag out there tonight. Take us through your race, man.
I got hit on every part of the car. Cautions every quarter lap, the last 30 laps of the race. Like I was telling them on the PA, bird pissed on the back stretch was a caution. Caribou ran out in turn 1 and a beaver ran across the front stretch. That's all the shit that happened. I like Lee Pullum, he's a great guy. But when these guys all come in here like this, it promotes crazy fuck racing, pardon my language. But that's what it does, and all these guys just come in here and they hit and bang and wreck. I take 2 guys out of the last just to get 5th. I guess that's the way we had to race tonight. I hate it for you.
All right, Dan Moore here coming home 4th in a pretty crazy race. Looked like we may have run about 80 laps out of a 50-lap race. Not sure how that worked, but take us through your race, man.
The man circus is the best way I can describe it. It's just, there was just, it's crazy. But I mean, it was good racing. It was hard racing. It was hard racing among everybody. So we survived, come home 4th. We're happy with that. Survived, come home 2nd in the first race. It's. I think we run 200 laps that 50-lap race though. So we had to bring us some water out there for that caution. So it was okay. So congratulations to Ryan and Lee, for winning first race. But, it was definitely a wild night, wildest 50-lap we ever had.
Matt Bowling talking to him again after 2 third-place runs at Kingsport and adding another one here tonight at Caraway Speedway, man. Looked like maybe in the first race you were just out there riding. This second race, man, toward the end of it, well, toward about after the actual race should have been over with, man. It looked like your car really came on there. It looked like we run about 75 to 80 laps. Take us through your race, man.
Yeah, man, we was as good as these guys. We just kind of decided to come last minute, and it worked out for us. We just needed them top 5 finishes to get us up in the nation, and this one was a full car count. It was a really good weekend for us, especially for just loading this thing up and not even really messing with it and just bring it on down here. So it's a really good piece here. We definitely made the right changes halfway, and it worked out. But I like to thank Sellers Racing, Spotter, JT, my dad, my mom, all my sponsors. I'd like to thank them.
Have you ever been involved in a race this crazy, man? I mean, I said it a minute ago, we probably run about 80 laps out of a 50-lap race, man. Just caution after caution. The scoreboard wasn't counting laps. I mean, have you ever been involved in anything like that?
Oh, no, not at all. Man, to me, white flag waved a bunch of times, the race should have been over. But, hey, it worked out for us, so I'm good with it.
All right, Mac Little coming home with a 2nd place finish here at Caraway Speedway in what may be one of the craziest races I'm certainly you've ever been involved in. You said it a minute ago, you're points racing, trying to stay out of trouble. You and Lee Pullum made some contact there in the 2nd race. He actually beat you to the line, got black flagged. Take us through your race, man. Tell us what it was like to actually be out there.
Man, if I hadn't got them cautions, but we started getting them cautions, I checked out on them pretty much. And I probably burnt my stuff up, but I was just hoping we could make a laps and get them going. Pullum, I mean, he jumped the start on that, and then they black flagged him. I don't know how he didn't go a lap down, but he made it back up through there some way, because we never stopped on the track. I mean, that's pretty getting out of pit road fast, but it is what it is. We done what we were supposed to do. I'm trying to points race. I'm looking at the big picture. I could have roughed Ryan up, but I wasn't gonna do that. And congratulations to him. And I appreciate the 83 running me clean there at the end.
Well, I heard on your interview over the PA there, something about karma coming back to you. Tell me what that was all about.
Well, I mean, the karma, what I'm talking about, when you run people that way, it's gonna come back to you. It'll bite you sooner or later. So that's what I'm saying. You try to do unto others as you do unto, have them do unto you.
Are you speaking about Pulliam?
Well, I'm speaking about anybody, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just call him out, but I can't thank this crew enough. You know, my dad, Craig, my wife Pam, Jeff, and all the Clifton guys come and help me tonight. And if it wasn't for them and then these fine sponsors, we wouldn't be here. I feel like it finished good because we come down here and blow the motor Thursday in practice, so we worked our butts off and come back.
Ladies of the race band, let's hear for you the feature winner, Ryan Wilson, driver of the number 12 car. He goes to work. Ryan, come on around. Ryan, congratulations on that Caraway Speedway.
All right, Ryan Wilson here, man. Victory lane tonight, Caraway Speedway. I told you earlier, I guess this is your first extra innings win, about an 80-lap race. It's supposed to have been a 50-lapper, man. Take us through the crazy race.
Man, it seriously seemed like that race was about 200 laps. Kind of a circus. I mean, it was a bit ridiculous, honestly. There were cautions for absolutely no reason. It just shows how much politics really plays into this racing here. So, we had a really good car tonight. Fought hard on the outside of the 16 to get the lead there with 10 to go, and that 10 to go turned into about 50 or 60 to go. So, I want to thank Dan Moore for racing me clean, Mac Little for racing me clean. All the regulars here raced each other really clean tonight, and I felt like we've done a pretty good job tonight for what we had.
Well, let's talk about the wreck here on the front straightaway that set up the final restart where you picked up the win, you and Lee Pulliam. It looked as if maybe the track was doing everything they could to get him up in the lead, and then you and him battled. He ended up in the front stretch wall. Obviously, he thinks it's your fault. You tell us what you think.
Who's Lee Pulliam? I mean, I don't know what happened. He knocked me up the track and he ended up in the inside wall, so I don't see that I did anything wrong. He has rivalries with everyone everywhere he goes, so he's a heck of a race car driver. He's got a really good team. He's the best of the best. So, but he wrecked himself, so whatever.
Well, man, you got the win tonight. You got to feel good to finally get you another win, and to do it against the caliber cars that was here tonight.
Yeah, it's awesome. There was some really good cars here. Way too many starting parts, so that kind of sucks. But there were still some really good cars. I just want to thank DP Performance, Randolph Bank, Southern Pharmacy, my whole family, and all these crew guys. They work really hard, and these guys really deserve this win.